Listen, I reckon we jump straight in. Right on my screen. Right on my screen, I've got, I think, I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
I think that this might be the coolest looking Fender signature bass, maybe of all time.
Okay.
But there's a big fat old problem with it. That's we'll get on to that. But what do you think?
What do I think
Yeah.
about this bass?
Yeah, about this bass here, yeah. This one, this beautiful looking bass. Look at it.
There are so many thoughts. I didn't realize
we awesome. So it's like it's got this jazz bass body, which is obviously we all love a jazz. Hey, just lift up that dude.
Hey.
We all love a jazz bass body, right? So it's got a
do.
jazz bass body, tick. It's got a P pickup in it, tick.
Yeah, that's cool, actually.
It's got the big old mudbucker hat tip,
and
Billy Sheehan.
And hold on,
or Jack
no
Bruce.
Mudbucker. That's a Curtis Novak bisonic. So that is a single coil. That is a beautifully detailed pickup. That's like Guild Starfire. Sarek uses them. Grez uses them. A lot of people that want to do that thing. So it's in like Mudbucker position,
but it's
actually
more
like
definition.
Wide open. Yes. Beautiful pickup.
So what you're telling me is even better than I originally thought.
I think so.
Okay.
That silver sparkly finish.
Beautiful finish. Look at the scratch plate. You can see the scratch plate's gorgeous as well.
Yeah, right.
The knobs are great. We've got volume and fuzz. We've got percussion and speed. And then for anybody looking at the screen right now, if you're listening to this, I do hope you go check this out on YouTube. It's also half fretless.
Yeah.
It's
is.
half fretless,
And you can see it if you're looking at that picture, right? It starts after the 9th fret, it becomes fretless. And did you ever know John Brown, Scott, there was a bass company called Brown Guitar Factory, but he made an instrument called the frettedless. And it was this concept. It was fretted up to 12, and then 12 and beyond was fretless. And Fender did the same thing that John did. They epoxied up to the fret line. So they build layers of epoxy up right to that last fret, their 9th fret, I guess, on this bass. Yeah. And then the upper register is fretless. So we sort of glossed over it, but there's fuzz built in by pulling the knob. Yeah. And there's also a hard tremolo built in to this bass.
It's incredible, isn't it? And for $1,500, man, like that is an incredible bass for $1,500.
Wait, can I show you something?
Yeah.
Can I show you a little something? All right, so check this out.
Hey, do you want free bass gear, extra content, and exclusive videos? Well, listen up. As an SPL Insider, you get to be part of our free monthly giveaways where you can win bass straps, strings, pedals, multi-effects units, gig bags, even full-on basses like this one. But that's just the start. SPL Insiders also get exclusive director's cut versions of our YouTube videos, longer with deeper insights and packed with extra tips you will not find anywhere else. Plus, you're also going to get bonus behind the scenes content as well. All of this exclusive content is only available to SPL Insiders. It's not on YouTube and it's not on our website. It's truly exclusive. And the best part is it's 100% free. Just click the link below or go to splinsider.com, sign up and boom, you're in. Free gear, exclusive content, no brainer.
Are we seeing this right here? We should maybe add another 0 to that. You guys, we're talking about the Fender Custom Shop Adrian Younge bass, jazz bass, master built, you can see it right here, by Levi Perry. I have to say, Scott, when I first saw this bass, I didn't see the price tag. If you're listening to the podcast, everybody, this bass costs, right now, it's a pre-order.
Let's just round it up, dude.
Cream City. Yeah, I know. I've seen it for $15K. Here it's, $14,500, but $15,000.
Yeah, it's $15,000, yeah.
I mean, we jumped right to that real quick. I will say this, when I saw it without seeing the price, I was like, hold on, did Fender make my custom shop signature instrument without me? I actually really love the feature set on this. When I saw it, I was like, holy shit. It felt really exciting. I mean, for everybody out there who says oh, Fender, Fender always makes the same old stuff. They're always just making, jazz basses and P basses and sunburst instruments. And, something like this comes along and is so different. They worked with Vince Van Trick before he ended up leaving Fender.
Gone? Vincent, where are you?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Anybody, please let us know in the comments, where is Vincent? So if you didn't know, Vincent Van Trick was like, I think sort of like in terms of the bass players, actually, probably the most loved maker of the Fender custom shop.
Yeah.
And he's disappeared. He's not on Instagram anymore. His account's there. He's not working at Fender anymore. Vincent, where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you? Yeah.
He leaves Fender. Levi takes over this project. And I have to say, so seeing the bass, I was like, wow, that's really cool. And hopefully that will be sort of like the Pawn Shop series or, and it'll be $1,500, man.
Yeah.
That bass for $14.99, dude, I'm in all day. I am totally in.
Oh, for $1,500?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. Well, they've done some great ones. Maybe not $1,500, but not crazy money like this.
Right.
They did the Blue de Tiger.
Sure.
She did a great one.
Here, let's take a look at this. I've got all the artist roster here. Let's take a look at all of the... Now, so this is not Fender Custom Shop, okay? I'll share this. This is not Fender Custom Shop. This is straight up just Fender. And so if we take a look at this. We've got Getty. We've got Justin Meldal Johnson.
Yeah. How much of these as well? Call them out.
Okay, so the USA Geddy Lee bass is... Oh, sorry. $24.19.
Okay, yeah.
JMJ Roadworn Mustang is $14.19. I'm not going to say the 19. That's ridiculous. The Tony Franklin fretless PJ is $2,400. They have the Geddy Lee. I believe it's made in the Mexican plant. So the non-US version is $13. Move down. We've got Mike Dirnt, $15. Troy Sanders, $15. Steve Harris P bass, $14.
So like between sort of like 15 and
and then
$1,500 and $2,500.
And listen to this. Then we've got Flea, we've got Duff McKagan, we've got Mark Hoppus, we have Blue de Tiger, which you mentioned.
How much is Blues?
Blues is $16.79.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got Laura Lee.
This makes total sense to me.
Totally.
This makes total sense. And by the way, I am a huge fan of signature instruments. I am all about it. And I'm gonna, in this episode, we're gonna dive into where that happened, like why I became such a fan of signature instruments.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you the exact instrument that I used to go into this music shop with my dad, and I used to look at it. And I literally on the back of my neck right now, I've got goosebumps because I can remember being 13 years old and looking at this thing, and it just looked like godlike. It was incredible. And I'm going to show you guys.
I don't even know what that is.
You asked before, and I was like, I'm not going to show you.
Okay. Hey, but listen, let's just keep going. Check this out. Let's keep going. We've got Flea, Nate Mendel, Duff McKagan, Adam Clayton, Mono Neon, Mikey Way, talked about Laura Lee, Mike Kerr from Royal Blood, and Jaco Pastorius. That is an incredible signature artist lineup. I
think that's really great. And also,
I agree.
I think, without going down this rabbit, I think that signature instruments are also a great way of... for instrument makers, manufacturers like Fender and other manufacturers, I think it's a great way of celebrating their artists.
Totally.
I think it's freaking awesome.
It's awesome.
Yes. Because the artists are celebrating the manufacturers. I mean, they're out there with their label. Do you know what I mean? Essentially kind of sort of marketing it for free, right? In many ways.
Right.
But it's a nice way for the artists to get something back from the manufacturers in a way that the manufacturers can support them and celebrate them as who they are, their musical voice, right? So I think that I'm just a massive fan of signature instruments. But I think with this specific one, I think that Fender has kind of lost its mind. I'm like, what is going on? Why is this so freaking expensive? They are not going to sell any of these.
Dude,
they might sell it to sort of 5 collectors or whatever, right? But this
would be really interesting to see who buys them. And I think there were a few that were available.
0.
And I think they sold. No, dude, I think
they've gone to collectors. They've gone to bass players.
Of course.
They've gone to bass owners.
Well, that's the thing is I wondered, when I saw the price, I was like, you have to be kidding me. And it's such a specialized instrument. And I thought, who is buying this? And so sure, it might be a collector. And if we just, Alan, pull the screen back up for me. So check it out. I've got 2 signature in the custom shop lineup. There, in terms of P basses, there are 2, Pino, Sean Hurley.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. You've got a legend, and then you've got you've got like a legend studio guy, Sean, with his bass.
So Pino, that came off the back of the John Mayer gig. So when he was playing with John Mayer, that's when that Pino signature launched, I think. And then, likewise, Sean stepped into Pino's shoes when Pino was doing... Did he go do the Who? Anyway, so Pino wasn't doing the Mayer gig anymore. Sean Hurley stepped into that seat. And then, lo and behold, he also launched that signature instrument as well, which is super cool, actually. It's
check this out.
It's a great instrument.
Jazz bass world, like let's look at jazz basses now. I'm down here. We've got the Jocko. So there's only 2. There's 2 signature Fender custom shop jazz basses. There's Jocko Pastorius. That makes all kinds of sense.
Yeah.
And there is Adrian Younge.
Just the 2.
Just the 2, dude. That is it. And now this begs a question. Scott Devine, when you saw this instrument, did you see the name of the signature artist and say, who?
I was talking to Alan about this earlier. This isn't throwing no shade at Adrian Younge.
Right.
More power to Adrian. Go do your thing.
For sure.
Yeah, like absolutely.
Also,
absolutely. Like Fender comes and offers you a signature instrument, go for it. Amazing. But just on the consumer side, just for me, I've got no clue, right? I actually said to Alan, I said, I am such a bass nerd. If somebody comes up to me, and maybe this is right or wrongly, I don't know, right? Probably wrongly, but I will just be transparent and tell you, okay? If somebody comes up to me and they're like, have you heard so-and-so? And I haven't heard of them, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I pretty much know, like, every bass player.
Oh, yeah.
I've been at it so long.
Right.
Like, so they have to be really new in the scene. Otherwise, I will know who they are because I kind of know who everybody is.
I felt that way.
I've been nerding out about this shit for over... nearly 3 decades, 30 years. You know what I mean?
This came out, and I hit up Daryl immediately. I hit up Daryl Anders, who works at Dunlop, and I said, what am I missing? Who is this guy? And just assuming, I didn't want to assume, like, this guy, nobody knows who this guy is. I just thought that I didn't. I was like, dang, there was like a huge hole in my understanding of...
You mean you didn't trust your bass nerdiness?
I didn't, actually. So I hit up Daryl, and Daryl knows everybody. And Daryl was like, who? And I was like, good. Well, at least, and like you say, of course, no shade. Get after it. You have, the most expensive Fender custom shop bass ever made, I think. Maybe Phil Lynot's. Phil Lynott had one that was crazy money for some reason from Thin Lizzy for a minute. But, dude... what a bizarre turn of events for Fender Custom Shop. Who is this bass for? In the comments, you guys, are you going to buy this instrument? Would you consider shelling out $15K large for this guy? I know the answer is no, right?
And also in the comments as well, please, let us know. Well, first of all, again, I'm going to say it again. This is no shade thrown at Adrian Younge. More power to him. Like, go for it, do it, incredible. But what I'd like to know from you guys is, like, are Ian and I off here? Is there something that we're missing in our sort of, like, we're looking through our lens, and it's only 2 men, so we might be missing something. But for me, I'm disappointed in Fender because I would love them to. I want them to. There's a lot of great artists that are playing Fenders who I'm a huge fan of, and it would have been a cool opportunity for them to do something with one of those artists. If you're going to do it, you know what I mean? If you're going to do, if the custom shop is going to do something like that, I would love them to celebrate somebody that everybody will be super excited about. You know what I mean? And this is, and I will say, it's an incredible looking instrument. Like, I ain't going to play it half fretted, half fretless. You know what I mean? But it is an incredible, if it was all fretted, I actually, I ain't going to pay 15,000 for it, but it looks wicked.
Yeah,
it looks incredible.
Totally. Yeah, the finish is amazing too.
I am so confused.
Yeah,
Weird choices have been made. That meeting that went down, Fender, it was weird. Somebody should have called it out in the meeting.
Yeah. Like, is this like, hey guys, is this? It's almost like a troll. It's very strange. I want to know who you feel like should have a signature instrument on the roster in the custom shop.
I would love John Button too.
So, dude,
I would love John Button too. I would love Freddie Washington too.
Dude, now Freddie Washington P bass,
yeah,
like.
And check it out, okay? So everybody's like, well, the P bass is a P bass. This is something different. Well, no, the Freddie Washington, it wouldn't different. Be. It would be a hip, a badass bridge. It would be Bartolini pickups.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's an early 70s P bass as well. So it's got a particular look to it. So I just think, that's what I would have liked. But hey, maybe I'm wrong though. But back to my original point, how cool would that be for Freddie Washington?
So cool.
The celebration of, because I do believe that is what these artist instruments, these signature basses are all about. Obviously, it's there's a marketing element for the actual company as well, because they get to, what am I saying? Like, so for instance, there are a lot of, sort of like influencer musicians, and I'm not throwing shade at anybody here, okay? Some of them are great musicians, but they've come up through that pathway, who have been sort of like, big for the last maybe like 2 years or something, 3 years, who have got now signature instruments. And that's cool, that's cool. But also there are players that have been playing for 40 years and also deserve to be celebrated. And I think that there's an opportunity missed there. And I'm just really confused by this.
I'm confused too.
I'm confused,
one shout out that I've got to say of a new artist that I feel like is so deserving, and I still want to make a video about her on the channel, is Laura Lee from Khruangbin. Like, she was playing an SX jazz bass. Do you remember that? They were like a super cheap knockoff forever. Man, her lines with Khruangbin are so inventive and cool. She's tasteful, toneful. I really like her playing, and to see Fender, like I was for a long time, I was like, when is Fender going to be like, hey, let's get the SX like
they
out?
Did it,
like,
didn't they? Yeah,
they did. And so kudos to them. That was, I think, something they really got right. But I agree, dude. Like, honoring some of the legends, Freddie, 1000%. Like, they should do a George Porter P bass.
George Porter. Yeah, because that's a cool looking bass as well.
It's so cool, right? Yeah, and maybe a John Paul Jones. Like, can you imagine like a John Paul Jones 60s jazz bass?
Yeah. Like, and maybe these would all have to be in that other range, that's sort of like 15 to 2,500 or 2,000, like, but it's still, this still confuses me.
Dude, if they made a recreation in the custom shop, so I'm not talking about the US side. The US side, awesome. The price points are great. The artists are great. In the custom shop, why not take a legend? Like, why not recreate Freddie's bass? Why not recreate George Porter's bass?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how Ernie Ball, dude, great example. Ernie Ball just did this with Pino.
Yeah.
Did you see those fretless basses that came out?
Yeah, they were great.
And they did the one with the sticker, just like the Wales sticker on the back.
Yeah.
Like, incredible. Like, what a great idea. And they made a few of those that were like actual recreation ones. And then they made a line that was cheaper and not beat up. Like, excellent execution.
And there was a limited amount, right?
Yes. I think there's a production model that isn't limited. But then they did a limited run of the like beat up, aged perfectly ones.
See, that makes total sense.
Totally.
What Fender Custom Shop, and listen, I say this with all respect of somebody who's sort of like, like, I run SPL and I've made good decisions and I've made bad decisions, right? And I will own both of those. So I know that it's sometimes complex, and people might be looking at the company, looking at SPL and thinking, why don't they do this? And why don't they do that? And that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So I know that we're kind of doing that a little bit, and it might make total sense if you're internal to the Fender Custom Shop to be like, this made total sense to us, but it doesn't make total sense to me.
I know, it doesn't to me either. It's
and it would have been cool
weird.
if they'd done the thing that Ernie Ball had done with the, hey, we've done Freddie Washington, there's like a run of 10 instruments or a run of 20 instruments or something. That's super cool.
Yeah,
I would have been on the hook for one of those.
Let's give
Freddie Washington.
100
instruments made by, who's this made by? Levi, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Levi.
Come on, man. Hey, and I just want to give Ernie Ball.
Freddie Washington. Yeah.
Let me give Ernie Ball some flowers here. Look at this. Look at that. This is Pino's, signature Stingray. Oh, gosh, sorry. I don't know how to work the internet, I guess. Right? Like, look at that thing, dude. Like, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Just like all the wear, exactly how he had his saddles.
Yeah, $6,000.
Yeah, this was $6,000, and I think there was 8 of them. Maybe there were a few more, but it took about a day. They all sold out. I was like, ugh, I had an itchy trigger finger on this one.
Did you?
Yeah, I really did.
Yeah.
Like, dang, that is a gorgeous instrument. They've done a great job with Tim Comerford. They've done a great job with Corey Wong. I mean, sneaking over into guitar, making artist models, and honoring.
I wasn't convinced by the Corey Wong signature.
No, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool that they took a risk.
It was cool, but I just haven't seen him play it.
Yeah, I feel like he played it in the beginning.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, just to say it. I don't know if I'm stepping out of line. I'm sorry, Brian. Like, literally, I was texting Brian Ball 3 days ago. We were texting back and forth. I need to. So first of all, Brian, the text is coming back at you. Secondly, I'm so sorry if I shouldn't say this, but the Corey Wong, like, I love the idea, but I was like, but then he hasn't used it. I haven't seen him using it.
I haven't seen him use it a bit, but yeah, I know what you mean. It also seemed like a very interesting, like, whoa, and to Fender, a bit of this.
Yeah.
But he really threaded that needle really carefully of like, I talked to Fender, it's cool. Oh, it's great. I mean, I don't know. Awesome.
Dude, I love it. And hey, more power to sort of like a Music Man for pulling it together as well. Ernie Ball. But it would have been cool to see. I actually think that they've got their shit together when it comes to signature instruments as well. To sort of like, double up on what you were saying. The Tim Comerford one looks wicked. It looks wicked. I'm so excited about that one with the ramp. Hey,
dude, super.
We all like a
you're
ramp.
The ramp guy.
I like a ramp. I'm a ramp guy. We've got the. It's just super cool. Yes, I'm super pumped about the Tim Comerford one. Should we talk a little bit about? And hey, listen, comments. Hit us up. Tell us, like, are we wrong? Like, don't burn us at the stake because we're just coming up this from a sort of like a kind of like two blokes in the pub kind of vibe. So please, if you're going to pass comment, just be one of the blokes in the pub with us, rather than sort of like an angry keyboard warrior. You know what I mean? But
it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. But should we just dive into?
Yeah, let's dive in.
I would love to share.
Please.
Like where
I had to say,
before
you do that, let's just say the reason Corey got it, let's finish this off, is because of Joe Dart.
The
Joe Dart bass.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The Dart basses, man. Like,
I'm
when
coming
that first
to them,
one
dude.
came out. Oh, you got them?
Oh, well, I've got. Do you want me to pull them up? I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to pull up here. So, and this is instruments that I think have been done great, and I just particularly like. So if you just pull that up, Alan, like these.
Let's go through them.
I freaking love these basses. I think that they just did it right. I think they did limited runs. I love that. Keeps the exclusivity. They also really played around with Joe's kind of like just stripped back aesthetic that he obviously goes for. One knob, one pick. I mean, like, it's cool.
Yep.
No finish as well. I think that they did a great job. And
then Sterling too, right?
Yeah.
Then Sterling took it.
Yeah.
And did a cheap, did an inexpensive run of them.
That's what he was playing on the video that he did with.
That's what he was playing on the video
with us a couple of weeks ago. Yeah,
Yep.
He was playing that, and it sounded freaking phenomenal.
Those were $399. They sold a gazillion of them. They made, I think I don't know how much money they made, but it was over $1 million in instruments sold. Yes. And dude, they're sick. I bought one. And I gave it to
Did
Dash.
you buy one?
Yeah, I bought one,
Amazing.
and it's in my son's room right now, not getting played. Come on, Dash.
I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain.
you know. Yeah.
No.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me if you like the bass. Actually, it's fine.
Slowly
It's fine.
weeping yourself to sleep every night, sucking your thumb in fetal position.
Yes, dude.
The missus like, Ian, are you okay?
Yeah. And
yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm like, no, wait, hold on. It's just because I'm excited. I'm gonna just give the ball over to you now. I'm like, no, we can't go over there yet. I gotta say something else. I'm so sorry,
Dude. Let me tell you why signature instruments are so important to me. Because when I was 13, when was this? Like 1991,
Yeah,
92 or something like that. My dad, we used to drive. We used to live in the middle of nowhere. There wasn't really any music shops around us. So we used to drive like an hour and 20 minutes to the nearest big city, which was called Newcastle. You know where Newcastle is, right?
Yeah,
Near
I do.
Durham.
Yep.
And so Ian's got family in Durham, if anybody's wondering. So we used to go to Newcastle. And we used to go to this music shop. And I was a guitar player at the time. And I was a massive fan of Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton, right? And I just want to share a video that I watched as a kid, and even now I watch it like maybe once a month. In fact, I messaged Nathan East, and Nathan, if you are watching, because he watches the videos, I messaged Nathan East, sat at my table playing this video. With it in the background, video messaging Nathan. I go, I've got it on.
dude, that's so great.
Yeah, and
Yes,
he was
yes.
actually playing with Clapton that night, and he was like, "Oh, I forgot I used to put that lick in. I'm going to try and do it again." Anyway, I digress.
Let's go. That's great.
I know, but check
Jeez.
just check this out, dude.
All right.
I don't know if you've seen this before. Just imagine watching this as a 13-year-old kid. This is like,
Oh, just the pick of the headstock. Nathan, he sounds great.
oh,
Okay.
look at that. Steve Ferroni, the snare drum, come Nathan.
Clapton
And that
with the
guitar
perfect quaff.
that Eric Clapton's playing, listen to the guitar sound.
Dude,
Come on.
You are secretly a guitar player. Just closet guitar player. Now you're out of the closet guitar player, dude.
That guitar sound
Yes.
blew my tiny mind. I mean, like, wrecked it. And it actually, the Eric Clapton signature, let me show you.
You have a picture?
Oh, dude. This is what I used to go into the guitar shop and look at. It was
Wait a
this
minute.
one, in
So-
this color. It's
okay.
the pewter gray. Carry on.
That's right. I was just going to ask you if you knew the name of that color, and I'm so happy you did.
Oh, dude. I've not shown you my tattoo.
Can I show you something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Check this out.
No! No!
Scott Devine. Do you know
Outrageous.
that I remember you talking about this guitar for a long time, like when we first started hanging out. And so my father, Mr. Bob Allison, bought this guitar from Music One Workshop in 1990 or 91 when it came out, and played it and then gave it to me, and I had it. And on a podcast years ago, you were like, dude, I love that Eric Clapton signature. And I just took a beat and I didn't say, oh, I have that guitar in my closet. But dude, this guitar has been sitting. I mean, it's in beautiful condition. It's been
Dude, you
sitting.
need to get that and put it on the wall behind you.
No, dude, I'm going to send it to you.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. You should, dude, this guitar is now your guitar. I'm going to send it to you.
God. No.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, it literally lives. It lives in my closet, and like it's so funny because you're like, oh man, I'm going to show you, the story of me when my dad going in, and I thought to, and you're like, oh, and there's even a specific color, and I thought to myself, shit, I hope it's the right color. And then, dude, right before we hit, record on this podcast, I was like, hang on a minute, and I went into my little closet, dude, grabbed it. It came in a really sick tweed gig bag. You're gonna love it. Anyway, I'm gonna send it to you. I think you'll really dig it, man.
It might be the end, mate. It might be the end of SBL. People will be like, "What happened to SBL?"
I just kill SBL.
This dick called Ian sent him a freaking guitar, and that was the end. Oh my word!
Oh,
that is incredible. Oh, it's got the V-neck. It's got the lace sensors.
Let's go.
I used to look at them lace sensors. Oh my word! It's so beautiful.
They say Fender lace sensor on them.
Yeah, dude, and it's got like a special mid control.
Yeah, that's here.
It's like I can't remember the word from the circuit. I'll tell you.
It's in the middle.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Do you know Vertex Effects?
Yeah.
Right. So the dude that runs that, the dude that runs that is a huge fan of this guitar as well.
Oh, really?
He's done a video on it. It's awesome. He's a huge Clapton fan. He did a shout out, man. He did God, I'm going down a rabbit hole. He did a video a couple of weeks ago, and it was how John Mayer was basically like all of these huge influences of like Clapton, the corresponded between the two of them.
Yeah.
I wanted to make that video. It's like somebody made the video that was in my mind for the last sort of like 5 years. I hate to say this, I was actually like in the bath flicking through my phone, and it like popped up, and I was like, oh, and I'm like watching it. I'm like, oh, it was such a glorious moment in the bath. Anyway,
dude.
Well, oh my god. Well, thank you, Ian. Thank you. Oh my word, outrageous.
I've been waiting for the right time. I'm like, is it? But today it was the right time.
Well, this is why it's where the love of signature instruments was born for me. I absolutely love the Clapton Strat, that particular color. It just blew my socks off. And I've got no word. I know where to go now. You've kind of blown my mind. I'm like, oh.
Yes, dude.
Where do you want to take it after this? Well, I've got like a whole host of tabs open. Yeah. Do you want me to share some of the other signature instruments that have really done it for me?
Yes. And I think I sent you a couple too, ones that were exciting for me. Let's look at them. Ones that have been done well.
I've got these ones. I'll tell you what. So this is a really important one for me. Mm-hmm. It was the Gary Willis GW. What's it called again? GWB 1005. It was the Ibanez signature instrument. This was a really, really important instrument for me. Again, sort of like fell in love with Gary Willis's sound, but also really liked the some of the design features on here. The ramp was a big thing. Obviously, you've got this ramp here, which is like key to Gary Willis's playing. Lets him play really lightly. You've got these really cool machine heads as well, which are kind of like they're a three. It's a thruple. It's like it's got like a three-sided, and there's a really interesting story about this actually. That Ibanez nearly launched the bass without them. I'm gonna maybe butcher the story a little bit, so I apologize to Gary if I do. But it goes something along the lines of they were about to release it without them, and Gary was like, please do it with these machine heads because like it's a key thing and stuff like that. And they basically took a gamble and they had to get a shit ton of them made to do it. Yeah. Right. They didn't know whether it was just going to be a washout, whether the signature was going to be, whether it was going to work. And Gary was kind of on the line. I mean, so they did it, and he said he was super nervous about it. Right. He was like, oh shit, if these don't sell, they've ordered I think it was thousands, I think, of these freaking machines. Anyway, long story short, it worked. And there's other cool design features here on this one as well. I love on the bottom, the bottom of the bass, you've got the two strap pins. Instead of one.
You can choose. Yeah.
It stands. It's so you can stand it and it doesn't like fall over. That's why there's two.
Wild.
Yeah, and also it helps because it just tilts it up a little bit like that. And then the other design feature that he really pushed through on this is that if you look at the headstock here, right up here, there you go. It's a 2-3. So 2 on the top and 3 on the bottom. And what that gives you is more length on the B string. So you get a tighter B string because you've got the 2 on the top and 3 on the bottom. Normally, they do 3 and 2.
Sure.
Right? So you get more string after the nut. And I will say, I've played the Clapton of these basses. They all have killer B strings.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like look at the length.
Your E string must be incredibly tight on that thing. Yeah, incredibly tight. What else have we got? Oh, we got him playing here, actually. Do you want to hear the tone of this thing? Sweet.
Sure.
Oh.
Gary's so great, man.
Ooh. Oh. And the sound's really different from other fretlesses. Actually, it's not your stereotypical like Jacko fretless sound.
No,
it's actually
right.
very different, and that's a whole combination of the body woods. It's an extremely light bass, ebony fingerboard, really thin neck. It's super cool, actually. Super cool. Bit of Norwegian wood.
Did you know that we actually have a comprehensive online learning platform called the SBL Academy? At SBL, we break down the bass with a curriculum-driven approach that spans from complete beginner to super advanced. We also cover all kinds of genres, skills, and techniques brought to you by world-class bass instructors. And best of all, you can get started today for free at trysbl.com. Hope to see you there.
Oh, I freaking love this bass. So,
Show me.
This is a shout out to Nate Mendel of Foo Fighters. This is the Nate Mendel P bass. And this sounds like no other P bass I've ever played, actually. See if you can, you might know, but see if you can guess what the pickup is, Ian. Here it is.
The pickup in it?
The what?
Are you saying the pickup in it? What's the pickup? Yeah, it's a Duncan, right?
It's a Seymour Duncan. Yeah, it's super hot.
Dude, listen to you on this bass, man. Cool.
I love the sound of this.
It's like real mid-rangey, real forward.
It's really angry. It's got this sort of like real sound to it. Again, like really doesn't sound like I've got a bunch of P basses here. Doesn't sound like any of those. And when I played it, I was like, whoa! It just instantly kind of like jumped out at me of like complete. It was kind of shocking actually. I played it for a long time. I don't know, like it kind of has this, it's somewhat similar to like the old Yamaha BBs. There's something similar, like, because they don't sound like P basses, like stereotypical P basses. They haven't got that, whatever that P bass thing is, there's something going on with the pickups of a Yamaha BB bass.
That are different.
That's a little bit different, yeah. I do like, I'll tell you what, I do like the Nathan East signature bass as well, the Yamahas.
He's had a bunch of them over the years too. I think he's had a few different kind of iterations. There's even one iteration that's like a headless with no
that white one.
Yeah,
that looks really cool, doesn't it?
I know it does. It did.
Yeah,
spaceship. It was
very talking cool. About Yamaha, actually.
Come on,
got this bad boy.
Come on now. Yeah, let's go.
Come on. Like it's I just think this could have been your main bass actually for your entire life. Because was this not one of your first basses?
Yeah, man.
You should have just committed, dude.
I know. What did I? Oh yeah, check it out. All right, so hold on. Let me pull this guy up. So yeah, my grandmother bought me, helped me buy. Yeah, here.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't have a picture of me playing. It's buried in an archive, but nobody cares. But that instrument there was the first, that was the first limited edition. They call it Thunder Blue, 1990. Yeah. And it's funny because at the time, I wasn't actually a big Billy Sheehan fan. I didn't even know who he was. I mean, I would have been 12 or 13, but my bass teacher was a huge Billy Sheehan fan,
really?
right? So he was like, man, this is the bass, you know? And my grandma gave me a little bit of money. I also had a bass that I bought that I traded. So I like put all the chips in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And man, it had look at this, dude. It had scalloped frets.
Oh, there's some great design features on this. So it's got the scalloped frets, and that was really, you've got to remember the time right now was like, well, he'd done that on his P bass, which was called The Wife. The nickname was The Wife for his original P bass that he had with the Powell Peralta sticker on. Hey, let me pull it up actually. Billy Sheehan, The Wife. Hopefully it doesn't bring me a picture of his wife. There we go. Is this it?
Yeah,
that's either it or
cool.
a replica of it. So you've got the Powell Peralta thing, and you'll see there he scalloped those frets. And this was kind of in the era of like late 80s, 90s. You've got like, you know, Yngwie Malmsteen. We were talking about this earlier. The Yngwie Malmsteen was the first Fender signature instrument.
1988.
And it was a scalloped fingerboard, actually. It was scalloped because he was influenced by Ritchie Blackmore of Deep Purple, who also had a scalloped fretboard. And I'm assuming at some point Billy saw Malmsteen and was like, actually, I'll have a bit of that on my bass as well. And I think he did this himself. If you didn't know, Billy is actually incredibly not technical, but he's not afraid of actually getting his hands dirty with his instruments. He actually plays with a ramp now, so he's done something to his pickups as well. But you can even see here, like this pickup, like I don't know, it looks like there's something on the actual pickups.
I think he epoxied it.
Yeah, I think
so that his fingers weren't hitting the pole pieces.
And he could get it really close up against the strings. Yeah. And then also he's got the two jacks as well. So if we pull up Ian's screen again, Alan.
Oh yeah, here let me do it.
We can get, and you can see the evolution of that into this here. So we've got it's a P bass, we've got the two jacks, we've got the scalloped fretboard, and then we've got that big mudbucker as well. It's a great bass. I've actually played Billy's, and when we sat down and I interviewed him over in Manchester, and I expected. I'd never played one before. I expected it to feel like a kind of like, you know, you've played people's basses that just feel like speed machines. You know what I mean? Like, whoa.
It is not a speed machine.
It wasn't. It actually felt like a P bass. And I was like, the action wasn't incredibly low.
Yeah.
The neck was like a P bass.
Chunky.
Chunky P bass neck.
Yes.
It was really interesting, actually. Yeah. Super cool signature bass, though. What about this one? This is one for you, mister.
Oh,
Allison, look at that bad boy.
I would say, so I bought one of these. I saved up my money. This is a Peavey B Quad 5, I guess. This is a photo of, no, that's a 4, right?
It's a 4, yeah.
That's a 4, yeah. So they made a B Quad 4, B Quad 5. That's Brian Bromberg's signature bass. He started, Rick Turner made him a bunch of basses in, I believe, the 80s. And then in the 90s, kind of the early to mid 90s, he got endorsed by Peavey. They started making him this bass. That instrument, Scott Devine, was also stereo. You could plug in two cables, and then it had a piezo bridge that you could, on the back, you know, of the bass in the cavity.
Yeah.
You could adjust the level and panning of each string.
Whoa.
So you could pan the E string and the D string
down
to
the
different sides. Yeah. And then the magnetic pickups, of course, didn't pan. But yeah, so you could combine like a center magnetic pickup sound with then piezo edges, right? Whoa. And like totally wild. That bass, Modulus made the necks for them. And that bass just sounded like glass. It was just like incredible to slap. And I sold that one too. I sold the Billy Sheehan. I sold the Bromberg. I was like, I don't need these basses of other people's, man. I'm going to be my own guy. You know, I had a moment like that of like, I'm going to do my own thing and I don't want to play these anymore, which I think is cool. But I do still wish I had both those basses.
They're awesome, man. What was that? Can you remember the Peavey Cirrus? That was a cool
for sure.
bass.
Dude, and the Cirrus came after a very popular signature bass. Do you remember meeting Tim Landers?
Absolutely, yeah. Tim Landers, yeah.
Tim Landers had the TL5 and the TL6, those Peaveys, which were hugely popular. And he negotiated a sweet deal with Peavey. So Peavey was giving up a little cheese to Mr. Tim, selling all these basses.
This is the Tim Landers. Here we go. There we go. That's the TL5.
That's beautiful, man. I mean, that is like a quintessential 80s, 90s bass. Look at that thing.
Yeah, Tim was saying that Tim was a good negotiator, and he negotiated himself a good deal. And Peavey didn't expect these basses to be as popular as they were. And Tim was loving life. and Peavey wasn't. So they folded the TL series and then launched the Cirrus bass, didn't they?
Yes, they did. The Cirrus came off the back of that. It's so wild.
And killed it. The Cirrus, actually.
It.
Let me just show you the Cirrus, which isn't I want the US one, though. Oh, come on. Can you remember these redwood? This one here.
That was sort of like the budget Ken Smith. It became sort of like...
It did, yeah.
Right? Like a gospel instrument or instrument that you'd play if you wanted that like modern active sound, but you couldn't shell out for... MTD. Ken Smith. Because
it had the soap bad, but it was also like the bridge pickup was quite close to the bridge. Actually, not as close as a Ken Smith, but pretty close. Interesting. What else have we got here? I'm sure.
What else you got? I mean, we're going to miss so many signature instruments. But what else?
I'll tell you what. I love this one. I wanted to showcase this one as well. Shout out to Bachi.
Bruno.
Bachi?
Yeah, Bruno Bachi.
Yeah. But a shout out to Michael League as well. I love this instrument. I saw this come out. It was more of the modern ones. You know, I think that we've been, talking about a lot of older signature basses today. But I really love this. And it's actually made out of alder that has been eaten by worms, woodworm. Alder, and I think that there was a limited amount of basses that he could make because he only had a certain amount of this alder. Maybe he's, started his own little wood like worm farm or something. Did you have a worm farm when you were a kid, Ian? I did. Maybe spreading them worms on the...
Dude, I mean, talk also about, making the bug a feature.
Yeah.
Like making life gives you lemons. It's like, the wood is ruined. But is it?
Yeah, no, I really like this bass. I don't know about the headstock, man. I'm not sure what's going on.
Headstocks are hard.
This looks like a tough foot. What's one of them, one of them things that you put down the back of your shoe? What's it called? A shoehorn.
A shoehorn.
That's it. It looks like a shoehorn. You know what I mean? Could use it to pick a giant's nose. But sorry, Bruno.
Yeah, man. Headstocks are polarizing.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I love the body shape.
There are worse headstocks than that, though.
Dude. I don't care what you're saying about Oliva Capolo. That headstock is the thing of beauty.
I love that you went there. That's
Come
great.
on. Yeah. I know what you're doing.
Grandma's swollen foot.
Listen. There's nothing wrong with this headstock. I used to love my grandma's feet. But, look, it does look a little bit like a swollen foot. But there's like an elegance to it.
In context with the instrument, actually, it's not as bad. But sometimes when I just see it alone, I'm like, yo, wow. Shave some contour into that thing. But yeah, man, to each his own.
What do you guys reckon? Is this a nice headstock or not? I like it. It's like a chunky headstock. But you can do other stuff with it. It's like multi-purpose.
How is it growing on me right now? I see it and I'm like, oh. You must have found the best, most non-offensive photo. The right angle, dude.
It's like a slight angle so it doesn't look as chunky. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one of the most polarizing. Sorry, I'm ripping Tyler Bass. These are interesting headstocks. Who's this guy? We don't want this guy.
Come on.
We want this. Come on.
Oh, the Tyler.
Yeah.
Man, now listen. Dude. Now listen. To me, I mean, I get it. I get how polarizing that is. But to me, that is a super cool headstock.
Yes.
For a number of reasons. I think it's sort of architectural. I like this sort of, to me, it looks like a building and a skyline. And I love what they did with the logo. I don't know how that started. Rich Renkin, who's at Tyler, I'd love for you to tell me the story sometime, Rich. Rich heads up Tyler now. And a little word on the street, is that the bass is going to be coming back.
No way.
Yes way.
Okay, listen, I'm just going to put my stake in the ground that if it's coming back, listen up, Tyler. Please make it happen. I am a huge Neil Stubbenhaus fan. Huge. Neil! First of all, we're coming to LA next year. Neil, I don't know where you are. I'm coming to find you. I want to get you on the show for YouTube. People, Neil Stubbenhaus is one of the LA legends.
Yeah.
He's recorded by George Benson, Vinnie Colaiuta's like solo albums. Like, oh, it's like so good. He was like Quincy Jones's go-to bassist alongside Abe Laboriel. Like, he is a badass, and he played a PJ Tyler. With that mighty fine headstock. But guys, Tyler guys, you need to get the Tyler finish. You know, the paint dip finish. Like, all of this shit about giving all of the guitar players that them really cool finishes and leaving us bass players high and dry, not cool.
Don't worry. I
Not
think Rich has got us sorted there. I hope, Rich.
And you need to do J's as well. 2 J pickups. You can do the PJ thing, but you need JJ as well. You can't just do a PJ.
Dude, and the way they did that logo where it was like Tyler stamped a million times. How sick was that?
It was sick. It was sick. Tyler basses should have been a bigger deal. But obviously I think that they were just busy with their thing and building great guitars. But I wish that they'd, done a bigger push on the basses.
I know.
We ended up talking about signature. I mean, we started talking about signature basses. We ended up with Tyler. Who knows what happened? Hey, Tyler, maybe there's a Neil Stubbenhaus signature coming down the line. I don't know.
Man, that would be incredible.
Never give up on a good thing. That was Neil Stubbenhaus. I was listening to it just the other day. Yeah, 2 days ago.
Wow.
2 days ago, I was listening. I was thinking. A friend of mine said, "Oh, I love this." Shout out to Joe. He sent it over, and he was like, "Oh, I love this bass line that Neil plays. It's definitely a P bass." Sorry, Joe. I was listening. I was like, I think it's actually PJ. I think it's a PJ. I don't think it's a P. I think it was the Tyler.
Oh,
I think it was the Tyler.
Before Sadowski kind of came in, like in Nashville, Rich from Tyler was telling me that it was like you had a Fender P bass, right?
Yeah.
In Nashville, like all the recording guys, Fender P bass and Tyler. Tyler was like the modern, so you'd have a Tyler 5 and a Fender P bass. And that's, or maybe it was LA. I don't know. But it was like one of the big studio markets. It was like you had to have your Fender and your Tyler. And then Tyler went away, and then it sort of became replaced by Sadowski. I feel like there was that era, right? Michael Rhodes in Nashville, playing a P bass or playing like Fenders, but then also Sadowski.
Yeah, it was Sadowski, and like Ken Smith as well had sort of like a big part of that session scene, isn't it? I love listening to, like 80s films, early 90s, like late 80s, early 90s. And you can because they just sort of like, just the way that they kind of like, it was like bass right up front. And you can hear when it's a Ken Smith immediately.
You really
You're
can.
like, oh, it's a Ken Smith. Like the ones that jump to mind, like, what's the Eddie Murphy one?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember. There's this Eddie Murphy film. Obviously,
Oh, like Coming to America? Maybe?
It's not. It wasn't Coming to America. Like, I'm sure that they're in that. But there's this particular one. The soundtrack is just littered with incredible bass lines, and it is
on
a Ken Smith. I would put everything on it being a Ken Smith. I don't know who played it. Could have been one of could be an Abel Boreal or one of them other guys. Oh no, he didn't play Ken Smith. Anyway. I digress.
Like a Yamaha guy, I think, right at the time.
Who? Abel Laboriel. Yeah, he was Yamaha. Yeah, he was Yamaha.
A little elephant in the room is maybe we're sitting here holding these beautiful instruments. I mean, can we just maybe give a shout to Spencer? I'm going to claim this, Scott, as my signature bass. I did one early on with Voron Saku as well, here, short scale. But this one is a little like less official. This one.
That's like Corey's music, man. I'm sorry. Remember, two blokes at the pub. This is the shit that goes.
I think I might play this one maybe a little more than Corey plays it.
Maybe you do.
But this one has become. This is an IMA4 from Mike Lull, and this instrument has become. I play it all the time. There's a 5-string version. I freaking love it. It's a jazz bass with their T-Bird pickups, and it's just big oversized reverse headstock. Yeah. And in the beginning I was like, no, it's a collab. I was like really reticent to call it, hesitant. There's episodes where I'm like, well, no, it's not really a signature.
I was like, here's a signature, and you were like, well, it's not really a signature.
Bro, I was just guarding my heart.
Listen,
bro.
Listen, here's my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm ready.
Okay, Spencer, you need to get your shit together, right? It's a signature instrument. We need Ian's signature on the headstock, dude. Even if it's just on the back.
This one it is. This one we signed him. Spencer did, and I did.
I'll let him off then. Come on.
On the other ones we haven't. But I mean, you're holding now. I don't know. I mean, do you want to talk about your journey of? You're holding a really lovely lull bass as well.
I've just gone down the rabbit hole. It's awful. It's awful. And Spencer's having to put up with my shit, actually. I do apologize. I apologize for telling you to get your shit together, Spencer. I also apologize for how much of a pain in the ass I am. Because Spencer was like, I was like sick of Ian having all the fun. I was like, hey, maybe build an instrument. So, he built me this, and it's incredible, but it just sort of like opened this door, because like Spencer was like, oh, maybe we do a run. Maybe we can do a run of a few instruments. And just because I'm just like a maniacal maniac, I was like, well, yeah, that's a great idea, but I need to get it right first.
Yes.
So I made a mistake. So here's the deal. I actually made a mistake. These pickups are... I can't swap them out. So I can't swap them out. And so I was like, okay, like what I want a little bit. This is more sort of like mid forward, like it's a little overwound, the pickups.
Yes,
that's what we spoke about with Spencer. I was like, I want them to overwind them a little bit. On reflection, I was like, actually, I'd also like to try sort of like a non-overwound version. I want to swap out some different pickups and really get a feel for what it sounds like. Now, if I'd just had normal pickups put in this thing, I could swap them out, but I didn't, because I'm an a-hole. So I messaged Spencer a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, dude, you have to build me another bass. Just put normal jazz pickups in it. So he's actually putting kind of like another bass together for me, actually stripped down.
Like a tester?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So I'm going to be swapping out a bunch of different pickups on it that I've been doing a bunch of research on, and then also a bridge as well. So it's in process.
That's great.
It's in process. Yeah,
that's great. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. I don't actually know if I've played that one, but he made a green one too that he kept.
Yeah. It's got an incredible neck. It's like it's got like a really cool oversized headstock. It's got this incredible neck, and then it's got these pickups. I'm actually going to swap it. I actually was thinking about swapping. Sorry, Spencer.
You're already chopping it out.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going a little bit rogue, just to test a bunch of stuff out. Because before I put my name to anything, I want to do the research and really, because that's where the magic is, isn't it? It's sort of like, it's the thought that goes into it, all of the different product things that, so yeah, I'm going to try some, in the one that's coming over, I'm going to try some EMGs out. I also want to try some Bartolinis out. I'm also going to put a circuit in that one and try some different circuits.
Yes.
Because I want to. And then also, I think I'm going to put a badass bridge on it, actually.
Cool.
Little hat tip to the 80s. So I think the one that's going to come over, the new one's going to have EMGs and a badass bridge on it.
Oh, cool. That'll be great.
With the same neck, all of that.
That'll be
you know what I mean?
Spicy.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to put a circuit in that as well. I'm not, I don't know, like, I'm in experiment zone.
Yes.
So just know that when I finally sort of, get my shit together and we come out and be like, hey, we're going to do a run of these instruments with Lull, when that happens, there'll be a bunch of work that's gone into it. As it should be, be. That's it.
Yeah,
it's important.
because it's making a product. Like if you're involved in product design, you have to really ride this line. Like, is it just for you? Well, maybe so. There, artists that build instruments and pedals and amps and things that they just want it for them, and they have such a huge name leverage that other people will buy it just based on their name. But I think there's an interesting space. The space that I'm trying to occupy when I work on a product is I want to use it. If I'm so excited for it to exist, probably there's someone else in the bass community too that is like, oh yeah, that would be cool. So thinking about not just my own like weird, quirky wants and desires, but like, would that make sense also for another player? Like I want to design things that are useful and that are cool, that like I really am excited about, but that I also think I'm always balancing. Will there be an aspect of the community that'll get on board with this too? Yeah. And I think that's what, like, you're doing that too with this bass. Like you have a sound, like a jazz bass thing in mind that you're going for. And I think that sound is like a sound that a lot of people would and will love too when you find it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, I've learned a lot about pickups.
I bet.
Like I've learned a lot about pickups going through this process, like really going down, the different sort of like magnets, obviously, Alnico and ceramic and all of that. And then sort of like underwound, overwound, wombling free. You won't get that, but some people will. Do you know the Wombles of Wimbledon?
No,
it's fine. It's a thing from back in the 70s. So yeah, underwound pickups, overwound pickups, how that affects the mid bump or it's not.
Huge difference.
Like I think it's actually incredible, and I think that there is. Yeah, like I've just been learning a lot about that, and I also want to do a P bass as well, actually, which I haven't told Spencer about. But there might be a message. I've already gone to Spencer by the time this airs. That nearly happened over the weekend in terms of, hey Spencer, I need you to make a P bass, and because I've got some ideas for that as well, which might be quite unique and cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I've been playing some P basses recently. Anyway, I'm out. Guys, listen, if you're here still with us, just give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah, seriously.
You actually are a full bass nerd.
Yep. And this is
that is outrageous.
I'm just going to toss this through the screen to you. Wouldn't that be cool? If that technology existed, I could just pass it like through the,
just pull it out. It'd be so weird.
Like, hey!
Maybe like ChatGPT is going to do that in the future.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, how is your dystopian kind of like, them thoughts? Like, how are you handling that shit?
How long do you have, bro? Should we start another podcast episode right now?
No. Are they under control at the minute or not?
They're never under control.
No, they're never under control. Yeah. I think we just need to get ourselves out of the newsfeed, dude, and just geeking out about bass pickups.
Need to play the bass, man.
Yeah, play the bass. It's a happy world.
Hey, also, guys, if you're still with us in the comments, let us know what signature instruments have resonated with you, right? Like, did you start playing bass because of an artist? Did you buy their signature instrument? I mean, for me, it was a big deal. Billy Sheehan, and then Brian Bromberg, For Scott, it was Eric Clapton. Like, sometimes I feel like you get inspired by an instrument, like an artist, and then you see their instrument. And if you're a nerd like we are, you get super pumped about it. And
it's their sound, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's a window, it's a way into their sound. It's freaking awesome. I absolutely love it. Shout out to John Patitucci as well. I was such a nerd about that 6-string bass. Whoa, Yamaha, John Patitucci signature. Come on.
Oh, I know. Wild.
Oh, wild. Anyway, guys, by the way, we've got a huge sale on. It sounds like I'm selling clothes. Hey, I've got a huge sale on. You can buy T-shirts, pants, socks, and even hats. No, I kid you not. We've actually launched some incredible new features in the membership over at Scott's Bass Lessons. If you are a member, you're going to be grandfathered into all of that new cool stuff that's coming out. If you're not a member, get your shit together. Go check it out, scottsbasslessons.com. We've knocked 50% off membership price. This is the only time we've ever done that. So it's only on Yeah, 50% off. It's the only time we've ever done 50% off.
Is it getgoodatabass.com?
They can go to getgoodatabass.com. You can go to scottsbasslessons.com.
Okay.
Any of those places, and you'll be able to get that 50% discount. And we've launched all of these new live features. Ian and I are doing like weekly live practice group calls. It's super cool. Just go check it out. I promise there's no pants for sale, no t-shirts, no jeans, no hats.
Oh.
But there is awesome bass education and bass nerdery. So if you're, oh my God, if you're at the end of this podcast and you're not a part of the membership, you need to question what's going on. Hopefully we'll see you there. Anyway, dudes, take it easy. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Take care, everybody.